Hi Serendipity. So this week on Wednesday is Earth Day, and in the Shining Stars class this week we're talking about Earth, and we're talking about recycling and still keeping up that theme of like nature and spring. So I kind of wanted to go over in a video with everyone else and talk about rocks. And I had a rock collection growing up. I know some of you probably have a rock collection, and I wanted to talk about how rocks don't have to just necessarily be, what you would go out in your backyard or on a walk with your family that you would find. So these are kind of rocks that I found in my backyard. Rocks can be also in different forms and in your house much closer than you might think. So the building blocks of rocks are minerals. So one rock can be made up of many different minerals. Now minerals give rocks their color, their shape, and how hard they are. Because when I think of a rock, and probably most of you think of a rock that's hard, but not all rocks are hard. In fact, some rocks can be very soft. Minerals can be put into other things that are soft as well. So some common things you might not think of that you find in your house that are minerals or rocks is salt. Salt is a mineral. You use it to season your food. You can mix it with hot water, gargle when you have a sore throat, and it's inorganic, which means it has to be mined. And so I talked with the Shining Stars today about salt mines and how we used to have a salt mine right over here in Hayward, California. When you cross over the bridge, you can still see the remnants of it. And the largest salt mine is actually in Syracuse, New York. And obviously very famous salt mines in Salt Lake City, Utah. So this is something you can find in your house. It's a mineral, which is a building block of a rock. Toothpaste. When you brush your teeth every day, there is a mineral here called fluorite, very close to fluoride. And that's a mineral in toothpaste that you use every day. Maybe when you practice writing and you have a pencil, and there's graphite, which is also a mineral. Now, minerals are in everything, all the rocks. And a rock that you might not think is a rock is actually chalk. And it's a softer rock because it's pliable when you rub in, you draw against paper or outside. So this is actually a rock. And one of the softest minerals is talc, and talc is used like gymnasts use it when they grip the bars so they don't slip and to protect their hands. So that's a little bit about what makes up rocks and stuff that you can find. So you can find and see if you have any of these things around your house that you might not have known were minerals or rocks. So I was just going to share with you my rock collection and talk about when you do look at rocks, you're going to see how different they all are. So rocks are mostly formed when you have materials melting together and pressing down. So let's say you have in the ocean and you have the water pressure and the different layers of sediment and animals and everything on the bottom, and that pressure from the ocean causes rocks to form. Rocks can form when you have hot lava and then it meets the cool water and it freezes and you create a type of rock as well. So most rocks are created by when things are melting together and forming different layers. So one rock I have, I'll show it up here. This one's pink, so whatever minerals are in it make it pink. And you can kind of maybe see it's very shiny and it's very smooth. This is one rock I have. And then this rock is kind of like an amethyst color. Amethyst is another type of rock that has a bright purple color. This one's purple, also kind of shiny, also smooth as well. Now I have these ones, which I don't know if you can tell, kind of multicolored, kind of got some goldish, coppery colors in it. There's actually a little bit of blue and purple as well. But this one's much more rough rock, small, also very hard. And then my last one is very similar to the one before, except this one has like a little bit of white. But also, as you can see, all of them have different shapes, all of them have different colors, and all of them are different levels of like hardness. So when you do find a rock, they're not all going to be the same. Each rock is going to be individual, which is why you can go to one place where I found these rocks and you find them all so different. So I challenge you guys, if you haven't started your own rock collection, or if you want to add to a rock collection, to go out and observe with your family when you go for a walk or in your backyard and see what kind of rocks you can find. You can find rocks that maybe look like a heart. You can find rocks that maybe look like animals. and make those observations, and maybe write down with mom and dad and see the day that you saw it, where you got it from, so you can make a list, and you'll always have those memories, because I know it's really fun to do that. So I hope you enjoyed this little fun facts about rocks, and have fun rock climbing. Bye.